lots of fun.
Hey guys, after a run, or maybe a year of runs, I'm going to finally change my cabin filter in my 18 Raptor. First time I've done it. I've got about 22,000 miles on it. We've done with Arizona Raptor runs. I don't know, guys, how many runs have we done this year in 2019? 6 or 7, I think, official runs, and then probably another 8 or 10 unofficial runs, plus 2 to 3 pre-runs per event. So there's a decent amount of mileage, dirt mileage anyway, on the truck. So see what it looks like. Stuff you're going to want before you start: 7mm socket, screwdriver, or a pry wrench to get the plastic fitting off, and then a replacement filter. So grab those before you start. One other thing, guys, I highly recommend for these trucks, if you guys are doing runs, the magnetic mic. Jump onto our Amazon page and you'll see these linked on there. You guys can grab one. They're kind of expensive for a mic. There are some other brands out there I've tried. You can't see, but I've got one mounted up here on my glass. Did not work. It was expensive, heavy-duty magnet that's supposed to hold anything. It does not hold these mics very well. It fell every 5 minutes. It was annoying, so I picked up this magnetic mic. This thing's got mad power. Right here, a couple inches, and it just grabs. So worth every penny. Grab one, Amazon page, and you can check it out. Open that up. Grab all my stuff out. I'm going to remove the little plastic piece here, rubber piece, whatever it is. Set it aside. This is where you want your pry tool. Get it up in here ever so gently. I hate doing this stuff. I break this stuff all the time. Just click. God, I hate doing that. Missing one somewhere. Got it out. All the dust. You know what my filter is going to look like. Here you've got the 7mm bolts right here and right here. Alright, this piece, you got to tug on this piece. Decent force, guys. It feels like it's going to break, so. Clip. You got one electrical clip back here for your light, so don't tear that off too hard, where you send that thing in and break it. If I can find the pin to release it, that'd be awesome. You literally don't have any wiggle room on this thing. There it is. Again, some AZRR. Love plenty of dirt. If you can get back in here, get the camera in here, let it adjust a little bit. Boom. This is a cover plate. You pop these tabs right here, and that slides right out to give you access to the actual filter. If I get my hand up in there. Again, nice and dirty. Check it out. Let it adjust. So here's your filter right here. Pay attention to the lettering. The Ford logo is facing you, and it's in reading position is what I would call it. So when you put the new filter in, you see right here there's an arrow that says air, and it directs the air. You want to make sure the air is pulling in the correct direction so the filter is working. So make sure that you pay attention before you tear it apart so you know how it goes back together. And it just slides right out. You got leaves, debris, pollen. I don't know if you can see down in there, but it's full. Look at all that lint. That's 22,000 miles. Several thousand of that is dirt. This is a no-name filter, not a brand name, but made in the USA, so I'm good with that. Huh. This is what we breathe inside the truck. That's amazing. Well worth replacing. So check it here. I'm using a no-name filter. This one says airflow down, so disregard if you're using a aftermarket filter. Pay attention to what you're doing. This one says airflow up. So reverse what I said a minute ago in the video for this particular filter. One thing to pay attention to is this is little flaps. These seal the filter in there. So that's how it goes. Double check. Down, down, perfect. Slide it back in there. There are little grooves way back in there. Show you that it does fit into. So as I slide it, I'm going to fold these guys up a little bit, get it in there. Possibly. Alright, make sure my tabs are in line. Make sure it's pushed all the way back in. Make sure it's sitting flat. Make sure it's sitting flat in there. wipe down session here. Don't forget to plug your light harness back in. And they don't give you any extra room on this thing. Holy crap. Lights in. Alright, so now we're going to put this thing back in. You got a deal here that says over. These tabs have to clip in there. So put the bottom in first and then rock it into place. Give it a good wipe first. If I can get it centered with one arm. Alright, that's in place. That's in place. It's all snug. Lights on. Throw my mount piece back in. Put the rubber piece back on. So that's pretty much it, guys. Pretty easy to take apart and reinstall. Just don't forget to put the backing plate in like I just did. But again, that saved me, or took me an extra 3 minutes maybe to pop everything back out, put it back in. So now that I've done it once, it's really easy to do. I wouldn't wait to go this long. I didn't have any, I live in Arizona, so we don't have a lot of moisture, so there's no mildew smell in my truck at all, like a lot of guys say they have. But I won't go this long again. I'll change it every maybe 2 oil changes, something like that. So about every 10,000 miles going forward. But that's how you do it. So order one on Amazon. They're in our store.